1,000 for each team.
That's a lot of money, Chuchu. Oh, what would you do with that kind of money?
I want to be the players then.
I wanna be the very best.
Like be the one.
Be the one.
Be the one. Now
Be
we have
the one.
secrets here. They're all trying to prepare mentally and physically. BBU as a team leader. We have Alexer, Scene, and Stu at the very end of the left side of the screen.
Well, a little bit unfortunate here for Team Secret. Yesterday, they did not have a really okay start. However, interesting fact was that they actually tried to test out their strategies on Bochigi himself. So they were actually trying to understand a little bit more on the teams because yesterday was their first time here. Maybe they'll show a better strong turning for today itself. However, here from the side of Purple Moon, this time Purple Moon will be joining us as compared to yesterday. They will not be playing here. This is also a team that a lot of teams here are eyeing for. Speaking of which here, their KD has been maintained on a pretty high scale here as well.
Hey, look at the damage. Highest damage is almost 1,000 damage. That's a very high. I think this is a fragger for PLM Jasper. He's really aggressive, and we're looking at another team, Pure Skill, one of the teams that's on their radar now.
Definitely, yeah. Pure Skill, one of the teams that caught all of us by surprise for sure. Like yesterday, they had 2 chicken dinners out of nowhere. They were stomping their way through, and wow, their positioning has been really
They
spot
know
on as
how and when to pick fights. They don't do unnecessary fight and outsource themselves. Well, we have one more team, Bigatron. I think one of the most youngest players there is also in Bigatron. We have Luxy, Zaxi, which is twins, Natic, and Ryzen.
One really nice about Bigatron. Like I was chilling with some of the players there from Bigatron. They were actually quite stressed lately. You know, like
Why?
first day they were a little bit stressed because they were kind of down because they didn't exactly do much. But today, hopefully, they were able to recover themselves. But I'm pretty sure most of the teams are going to be excited to see Bigatron, especially from the Indonesian side here, because Bigatron has shown a really strong comeback for sometimes in terms of positioning, but hopefully they'll be doing a little bit better for today itself.
Oh, I'll murder you. That's what he's trying to show, giving out the sign. While the twins are getting ready, I think the fight will be very, very soon. But anyhow, talking about stress, it's just the first week. It's too early to say anything. We still don't know what's going to happen next. There's still 4 more weeks to go if this week ended. Well, anybody can catch up. There's still a lot of games to play.
That's the thing. There's still a lot of weeks to come.
And one more thing is that about the early week of the league, you cannot. Some teams actually being strategic, staying low for a bit. Maybe just to read the opponent's game style.
It's true. Like on the first day itself, the Thai team was really strong. Like RRQ was amazing. Indomie, the murder, they were just out of their minds. However, yesterday was what caught me by surprise because most of the teams are slowly adapting to each other's strategy. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be starting game number 1 here. It's going to be the Weekendy. For now, it's going to be day number 3 here at the PMCO Cup Open Southeast Asia League here. So, Choo-Choo, talk it way through.
Yeah, let's go right into Weekendy for the first game of the 3rd day in PMCO. The map size will be 6 by 6 kilometers. One of the middle maps, either is too big or too small, while the land area is somewhat 40.29%. But with the amount of town, I think the most, which is 27.
And speaking of towns here, Weekendy here is going to be the one of the hardest map to play because some of these teams really hate it in this regards here. But speaking of the game itself though, looking forward to see how this team plays because there's been 2 games so far in the Weekendy map, yesterday and the day before. Today is going to be the 3rd time here, and I'm looking forward to see how some of the teams actually readjust themselves and reposition themselves because it's so hard to get this kind of loot in Weekendy map early on, considering that most of the compounds between compounds is kind of spread out, so you might get easily picked off early on.
I like how they playing the flight kind of cross across Muvatra here because anybody can get good loot. We have Cement Factory, Cosmodrome, and Jobo Metro all nearby, and I like I'm waiting for somebody to camp in the castle, which I think is the most strategic if you have a sniper ready on. I can see some couple of teams right on Cement Factory, which is one of the best loots there.
And speaking of the castle here, like in terms of defense-wise, castle is super strong to defend. However, in terms of loot-wise, it's really hard.
It's really bad. It's one of the most lowest loot there is. But anyhow, we're looking at how Purple Moon and we can see Onyx sharing the same compound.
That's a really quick one as well. Very unfortunate there for coming from one of the guys there from Onyx, but Purple Moon takes the first blood right here with the Vector. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and smash out with the UMP9 after that, taking from the Onyx. But I think they pretty much kind of spread out for Onyx, have to sacrifice one of their friends there, while they're going for Scout straight for Zoom.
I definitely like what Purple Moon is doing here, prioritizing the vehicles early on, and then try to rotate as quickly from compound to compound to get as many loots as possible. We've seen how strong vehicles are in the past 2 days as well, when RRQ and a couple teams were using it as cover as well. So very smart move there, taking the loots and then prioritizing on loots later on.
Yeah, you have to move super fast. The rotation need to be fast for Vikendi, because it's super open. For me, Vikendi is easily charge in and charge out. You go in and go out easily, picking fights here and there. And one thing that the most advantage you get, the snowmobile. It's really silent. It's not as loud as the others, and easily controlled, because all the other vehicles, when they're in Vikendi, kind of slippery, if you must say.
Wow, very aggressive here, done by Narok Gaming here. Rikozal going to be backing off immediately after knowing there's so many people there. Very smart decision. Live to fight another day is a smart ball. However, look at this. Evo's actually taking an entire town for themselves here. Going to be spread out throughout the entire town. This is going to be stacking up in terms of their overall loot here. So this is going to be helping out. But however, Cosmodrome going to be taken by Junior Talent. One of the riskiest plays to actually go for loot.
But nobody's there. That's the funny thing. Sometimes people think, oh, this place kind of get jinxed or tabooed, but nobody's actually landing it.
But that's the thing about Cosmodrome. Like, if you go there, there's bound to be guaranteed loots. However, it's super hard to actually expect anyone cover cover, because there's so many angles.
It's not good for defensive.
Yeah.
So you won't you probably just drop by to get some loot and just camp somewhere else. I think it's that safer. But anyhow, we're looking at another team Secret here, getting all the compound by themselves as well as VIP. So I think I like how the first circle kind of cover half of the map already. So everybody gotta have to migrate super fast. So you're gonna see it in very soon, around 2 minutes somehow.
I like how VIP is playing right now. Like the Malaysian teams here from side VIP is playing a similar strat from how Arof played yesterday. Arof actually did the exact same thing, which actually helped them later on, because when they were looting in the outskirts of the entire map, nobody will expect you to go there because it's super hard to loot. But however, if you have a vehicle traversing or rotating from compound to compound, makes it a little bit easier for them to work. So maybe they get lucky and get a better positioning if the circle were to fall into their position.
Yeah, would you say just pure skills or luck? Well, we have pure skills team, but that's a different story.
Sometimes a little bit luck. However, yesterday's games, all 4 maps, actually the circle was prioritizing on pure skill. Like, I'm not even joking. It was centered around them. It was crazy.
I know, right? The same goes for RRQ sometimes. They just happen to know where the circle might migrate after.
I think first day, RRQ, all the circle was just on them. Day 2 was super tough for them.
Exactly. I don't know if that's just lucky or they really know how to calculate exactly where the circle, the last one
enough of RRQ, because we know they are the fan favorites for sure. 4 chicken dinners, that's crazy.
But that's the thing. We're looking at 5 weeks of the league, and everybody is growing. Like you said before, everybody start to adapt to their team play as well as the enemy's strategy. So that's why I think this is going to be interesting. This is the 3rd day, and I can see that some of the team like Pure Skill, they kind of adapt super fast.
I think it's the first opening debut yesterday, but yeah, speaking of adapting here,
because
definitely a factor.
the first game they played yesterday was kind of a bit shaky at first, and then they start to adapt game by game. Maybe the maps can kind of affect them too.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
Because Vikendi is one of the hardest maps to play, honestly. Because in competitive wise, there's not really a lot of competition for Vikendi. However, Erangel seems to be more of a comfort pick. Comfort
well,
map
it's the
for
longest
most
map there is, so everybody.
It's the first map of when PUBG.
Everybody has to play that.
Exactly.
Map. If you don't play Erangel, you're not playing PUBG. Then.
Exactly. So.
So anyhow, we're looking back into the game. Bigatron getting comfortable with the looting. Oh, they got a couple of vehicles with them, which is pretty nice. I must say, if you get 4 vehicles in one team, you'll be...
They're pretty stocked up, apparently. Look at the guns here. AKs, GC,
even
everything.
look at the vest and the helmets. It's all level up.
They've got everything now. Even vehicles right now. It's only the first circle. They're getting a great start here. However, I'm looking forward to see how they traverse into the 2nd and 3rd circle, because are they going to go a little bit more greedy, secure more vehicles, or are they going to stack up a little more in terms of the scope department there?
Well, it totally depend on how fast they rotate, I guess. Because in
But they're
Vikendi,
so
you
cute.
cannot camp
Like
too
I swear,
long.
they're so cute. Look at all these pink shirts and
Oh, they try. Well, we have purple moon, which
you know,
I hope they're gonna wear something purple. But Pikachu is going for pink today.
it
It's a
feels
pink
like
day for them.
yeah, it's a pink day. It feels like they're ballerinas, you know, about to
Oh,
do
maybe they just
the
like
sugar plum fairy from Russia, you know, stuff
helping
like
the
that.
Cancer Day is pink too. Maybe they're helping out that. Who knows, right?
Hey, that's a
That's a good
true,
cause.
true,
That's a
true.
good
It's a
cause.
good cause.
But anyhow, looking back, somebody's sharing some compound. I think the secret Sin probably just gonna scout for first, but it seems like he
Yeah,
brings
I
the
like
army up here.
I actually like what Team Secret is doing right now. Like previous early, they did secure themselves a really huge town for the all by themselves. They got them stacked up, immediately going into the circle, Cam 1 compound, hoping to get lucky with a couple of stragglers who's trying to rotate in. But the circle overall still balanced for all the maps here. All the teams are pretty spread out here. A couple of teams here like CZD, Evo's actually going to be prioritizing the middle circle, but looks like Team Secret wants to play the outskirts and go for potential kill pickoffs here.
I think there will be some gunshots
Mhm.
can be heard over creatures very soon. We can see how many teams actually overpopulated that area right now.
But speaking of which here, they are going to be scouting out a little bit here. Evos will be securing this compound here because there will be a breach there. Hoping anyone rotating in, they will get destroyed. Hoping to rack up some kills here.
I'm kind of curious where are the other two of the victim. Oh, they're coming over.
Yeah, that's
Because I think Banyu probably is the scout of the team, just running over to see any information that he can gather. But it's kind of risky with Team Secret very near over the compound too.
This is a bit interesting. Like I understand that Victim is trying to open the map,
if
but
Banyu and Onit gonna cross the road, they're gonna bump into Narok Gaming, which is more in there, and at the same time, they're gonna expose their position to Sin, who kind of have the vision.
I like what
This is risky.
yeah, this is going to be really hard, but fortunately for them, they have the vehicles. They are
Yep.
making a smart move here, going compound by compound to actually slowly creep their way in case of any kind of rotations. So better safe by taking small steps than rather than just diving in blindly, which is very smart here.
Just like I
Speaking of
said,
which,
there you go.
Illuminate.
Ooh. They're not giving out. They saw Junior Talent straight away. They opened fire here, trying to get some taps, but it seems like it's a bit too far for them. Kind of hit somebody from the Junior Talent too. Somebody got a very low HP. I think it's probably Aaron or Trix just now.
And of course, Illuminate. They are going to be securing their compounds here. They have a really nice high ground here. They can actually looking interesting decision from them.
Right now,
Like
they kind of expose themselves. VIP kind of get it that there's somebody there. They're unsure which team it is. And that kind of busted their position exactly where Illuminate are. And VIP is waiting silently. I think they're kind of in a Illuminate blind spot right now for VIP.
Well, this is interesting coming from Illuminate. Like usually you see some of the teams camping onto his compound to actually go for a couple of pickoffs like how they did for Junior Talent. Illuminate actually prioritizing on towards the high grounds here. Like this mount here gives you a lot of vantage points, a lot of to scout, a lot of information working with a little bit of visibility in between the trees. But the problem is that they really like fighting Trom and high ground advantage there.
Yep. One thing I noticed about Luminate, they like to spread out on a higher ground, while other two will be playing the flanks left and right, try to distract and do the division thingy. It's a very, I say, effective strategy so far, but that's the thing. RRQ is kind of doing the same thing too.
Yeah, very similar strategy coming from the Thailand teams here. I had a couple of interesting questions. Interview with some of the players as well. They always watch the Chinese teams apparently. Like
Yep, the
when
Chinese
they watch,
team is one of the strongest too.
Exactly. When they always watch the Chinese teams, they always try to learn and try their strategies out for themselves, which is very important. However, I think the most important besides strategy would be teamwork between players as well. Like training together as a team, understanding each other.
Chemistry.
The chemistry.
The chemistry
is, going to be a
is
huge
beyond
factor.
anything else because you gotta have the trust. You gotta have that, instinctive feeling where you know that your friend gonna back you up. You have your man back you up. But at the same time, that's the thing. I kind of see that some teams still have this kind of miscommunication in the game, where somebody being left out at the back and kind of got abandoned, neglected. That's kind of sad, but it still happens in this first 2 days of the tournament. But we're gonna see if things gonna change on the third day. Now, Victim is sharing the compound with NRG, which is Nora Gaming. They're patiently waiting. I think they kind of have a feeling and get the vision. for Tricks here.
And of course, the next circle here. Oh no, this is gonna be a massacre here from the Northwest department here. Everybody is there. Almost half the teams here are gonna be that direction. I'm not too sure how Team Secret is gonna survive. They are gonna go bail, or are they gonna challenge through? I don't know.
They have vehicle, and I don't think there's a problem.
That's the thing.
Oh, Victim. At the same time, we can see how NRG just left the vicinity, and Victim trying to hide. It's not really
I don't
a
think
good
Victim knows
position
this
for
here.
him.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
no,
prone on the ground.
Tricks is being very quiet. I don't think the Victim team kind of get there's another team on the higher ground advantage. But they kind of have a sense somebody is watching them. Oh, there goes Secret.
Oh, Secret. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Going
if they
in.
go through that, it will be a disaster. But after that, hearing the gunshots in Victim. Oh, it's a straight line. Oh no, they've gotten OK Sin here, and Team Secret will get one knock. Apparently, they will lose one. That was a perfect line here coming from Vale.
Yeah, perfect control as well, as you must see. You kind of get. I don't think they really don't know that actually there's another team behind them for NRG. They got baited by Secret, who indirectly kind of help Victim's team right now.
But in this case here, like I said, you know, it's super hard for them to rotate in. They needed to send one scout, and that was the scout for the side of Team Secret. So lose one man down, but
Gank.
however, Gank.
Going in right in the compound.
They're actually passing by Junior Talent, and they might actually go head-to-head here, or are they going to be dodging here? Apparently.
They're going to dodge. I don't think Junior Talent want to expose their position yet. They're still
They
waiting
want
for
high
the
ground.
right time.
A lot of shots being tossed in here, but nothing is connecting so far. And Miss Far is real.
Yeah, but she's kind of really heavily looted here. I don't think she has problem with loot for the team, but maybe they just want to pick the right fight at the right moment.
Yeah, no pun intended, but yeah.
I can see what you're doing there.
Hey, I know.
Try to brush it off, but it's not gonna happen. But anyhow, Gang kind of sharing with two teams. VIP and Illuminate is just nearby.
Illuminate has not moved from
and
this
there's another
spot.
cargo and airdrop there too.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be a bloodbath here. Illuminate has not moved from the exact
I think
same
Martin
spot.
got the loot from the airdrop just now. I'm kind of curious what loot he get, what weapon he got. Is it a ghillie suit?
The nades here has exposed themselves here. They are stuck in
There's
between
another
Yakuza.
team there on the south side.
Okay,
on the
this
southeast
is good.
side.
This is gonna be hard. Like it's gonna be all about securing the position. But I'm a bit curious if Gang is gonna be pushing up the top of the mountain because
No,
Illuminate.
it's not wise though.
Because Illuminate is all prepared here and a brown ghillie suit as well. Not the most effective in this map,
But I think it's still effective, especially if you're in area in the pine trees.
My reasoning is because overall it's almost 80 to 90% of the map is covered in white, but it's super effective if you found brown spots here to camp because it's almost undetectable.
I know, right? This is exactly where he wants to be with that ghillie suit. You see how much brown spots that we have at the hill with a lot of pine trees.
Exactly.
It's very, very camouflaging for him. And I wish he can just throw with a pen, but it kind of helped with the block. We can see how the bag is not showing here as well.
I think the pen, keeping the pen is still fine because it's still black. However, keeping the bag is going to be risky here.
But
So
it's still not visible though. I think the black is kind of brownish, so it's okay. That's why he's taking the level 2 bag. It's helpful.
But unusual circumstances, I think usually will people take off the bag, throw the pen, throw the secondary weapon
It
as
will be
well.
the last circle.
But in this case here, he's actually playing going to be playing a sneaky role here. I think this is the first time I'm going to see Illuminate play a different kind of strategy where based on that itself, you can see that they are going to be playing on the placement department. They're not going to be looking for kills. They're going to go for the placement department now.
I think because it's Vikendi.
Yeah, maybe. Vikendi is super hard.
Vikendi is always like that. People are kind of not very comfortable playing it, but still they have to play it no matter what.
Exactly.
It seems like
it is competition.
This is kind of a different, like you said, it's different for Illuminate. It's kind of the reverse for Junior Talent. They do that in Erangel, but they kind of very active rotating the map for Junior Talent at this state. You see how Tricks kind of always scouted the area and they just move from time to time, like every
Look at this.
1 minute.
Everyone is just playing the compound game here. We've seen how strong compound is. Pure Skill has been doing that from yesterday all the way to today, and hoping if the circle pushes to them, they are going to have the advantages because, like, I think it also comes down to the micro plays in towards the late game where most of these teams will prioritize having the smoke. Saving those smoke grenades and deflates will help them in the long run. So instead of committing yourself into high grounds, or if you get knocked, a smoke needs to come in, using those building helps save some of the economy for them.
That's exactly true. And one more thing I realized that the pure skill just now was camping around Goroka. If I'm not mistaken, Goroka is one of the best places you can actually camp on. With a lot of looting and a lot of shelters. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful situation. All 4 teams align in one straight line.
Gang here gets a nice radio pick off here. However, they've given their position away towards Illuminate here. But Illuminate not going to be making the fight here, as Gang will try and press fire towards CZD. CZD, they are not having the best time here. Nice sprays here coming from Drax. However, Jumper goes in for the steal from another side. VIP squad will go finish him off.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer for Crazy Dogs. They kind of been clumped up all together. I don't think that's a very wise decision, even though the vehicle did kind of block somewhat. But Drax trying to help his friend here. Maybe throw some grenades or the smoke bombs just to revive one of his teammates. Jimboy is down. While Illuminate kind of want to charge in. You see how Martin gets the flank?
That's a huge flank here. Like, Martin is playing the similar role to G9 from RQ yesterday.
Yeah,
like,
G9 or Ernie. These two always play the flanks. While Armjong always the fragger charging in as well.
Gang, they need to be quick here. Do they disengage or not? Because if you use so much utilities here, Illuminate are going to be applying the pressure here. They're going for a couple of knocks before actually pushing in here. They're looking for the lucky 1 or 2 taps towards Gang. But Gang, they're not moving forward.
Yeah, Illuminate really likes the formation 1-2-1. If you can see it perfectly, they put 2 fraggers in the middle of it just to distract them, while the other 2 at the flanks right and left just going to bait at the sides.
Off the map as well, Bigatron gets a nice Car 98 shot. And will they be able to finish him off? That's going to be a question here. Illuminate deciding if they want to push forward here.
He wants to. But
I think he wants to jump on top of the roof.
He wants to so bad, trust me.
Martin takes out Drax here. Looks like they are going to be pushing in here. Nice roof drop here. Goodart is going to be on top, brewing a little damage here. Gank, they have lost 1.
Oh, Goodart is giving up a lot of...
Parang in some trouble. He's going to be so low here. Geek is not making the muscle. Geek is going to go... Oh no, they've lost 3 now from the side of Gang. And Geek is not moving a single muscle here.
I know, I think he's going to be the sacrifice as
they're
well.
going to stop their way through. They're going to check their way. Going for the smokes. Is he going to survive this? Geek is all by himself. 1v4 situation. The smokes have been tossed here. Geek. Is he going to go for string? He's going to go for runway. He's level 3 helmet. Can he go for string? He gets one. No, unfortunately. He will get taken down, and Gang will be the first to get knocked.
That's the thing. When you're at the lower ground compound, even though you get a shelter and stuff, but the thought that you know there's another team at just a little bit advantage higher ground there and can climb over the roof, you don't want to be a sitting duck like that. You just waited for the time to die. I think it's better for them to actually kind of go out and just scramble on.
That's a little bit unfortunate that coming from Gang. Like, I feel like Illuminate played that perfectly.
Yeah, they kind of hesitate at first, but they're just going to charge in because they said this is not going to work. We don't want to wait here forever.
As soon as they got to that 1 knock, you can see how quickly they rotate.
Yeah, that's the thing. They really charge in because they know 1 person down. And one more war fight is going on here. Wow. Versus, I think Bat is
Purple
versus
Mood. Okay, this is going to be 2 freebies here. And Purple Mood will be taking two knocks here. And they will get themselves 2 kills there.
Yeah, they just wipe up the whole team. Purple Moon is doing great as well. They're playing the same flanking position, but it's not like the 2-1-2 or the 1-2-1 or the 2-2 pairing strategy. They like to do 1-1-1-1. I say 3-1-1. Quadruple 1. I don't know.
And somehow Team Secret manages to sneak their way into the circle, considering that they were outside the circle here. However, they will be sharing it with Junior Talent. Junior Talent gonna play spread out a little bit more. However, I don't think they're gonna be playing the aggressive play here because Team Secret, look at them, they're just very, very quiet, marking onto one's corner themselves. They're very afraid to actually push out.
Oh yeah,
they're actually spread out pretty big as well.
Yeah, Misfire is scouting for somebody here, but at the same time, it's kind of risky if she moves too fast at that point. Golden Cat, Bigatron trying to get some kills with that M4.
One of the teams going to be expecting to take the chicken here in this day itself, predicted by some of these teams here. Can they make a comeback? That's going to be the question here.
Well, everybody's still reading and adapting the opponent's strategy. Well, we have another bat at the most right side of the map just now. Look at how we're going to see another migration happen. I think probably the circle going to end up...
This is hard.
The Mount.
This
the
is gonna be
area.
super hard to play. Biu from the side of Team Secret gets knocked here from the side of Junior Talent. Do they want to apply the pressure? Yes, they will. Apparently, Team Secret will go for a trade off here. Malaysian versus Malaysian team here.
Yeah, I think they're gonna charge into. They're really at the edge of the circle for all these teams. I'm surprised how they're still not moving and migrating, going for the safe zone.
And Junior Talent, they want to take this here. They will call in the cavalry here, going for the smokes here. Nice little rotations here. But Junior Talent, are they going to finish him off? They've got one knock. They're going to try and pick up Misfire instead here. And they will back off, respecting each other from side Team Secret. They're going to be playing a stalemate here. But can they make a retreat here? Smokes has been tossed. A couple fires here, but the circle is going to push them out here. They need to make a decision now.
Team Secret, either they're going to build to the south side of the vicinity, or they're just going to charge in.
No, the nade! Oh!
He kind of tossed that to himself. What happened? Are you okay?
Oh no, but the circle now going to force both these teams here. They need to make a run for it. Team Secret, apparently Steel 9K is going to be the first one to bail the heck out there. But Junior Talent going for the trade-off. They will take one of the guys from Biu. But Junior Talent, they will be victorious a little bit here. Looks like they will try and save their skins here. But oh, okay, nice. Erin, you're going to get burned to the blue tick here. Is he going to survive?
Yeah, going in Xander, right now trying to help his friend Erin is very close to dying. Oh, he got knocked there. While the blue is coming in to kill everybody, we can see how he's just gonna live.
Oh, he's gonna try and finish him off, but okay, Alexer gonna run off instead, but ooh!
Nice catching up there, as we can see. While we see Guys on the vehicle trying to help as much as possible for the very last minute. Victim is right in front of them well.
Okay, is it me or is the guy driving in the middle of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Trixnity is driving in the middle of the car, not at the side, which is interesting there.
Yeah.
It might be a bug or something like that, but interesting there.
Probably. But anyhow, EVO's also nearby in the same compound. They're sharing a lot of team, heavily populated in one single compound here. While we can see Victim is trying to go into Junior Talent. This is a problem. They don't have enough manpower. Tricks trying to hold as much as possible with that UMP. Is it enough? Well, one more man down for Junior Talent. Can he make it, or he's just gonna build it?
They've not gotten any kind of breaks here coming from Trixnity, but they're doing pretty well here. They've got 2 knocks onto his Victim here. Victim gonna be healing up themselves. 1 knock apparently, but they are outside of the compound. Victim needs to make a run for it, or are they gonna storm in towards the compound and try and take this for themselves to get some cover? But Illuminate Murder, once again, high ground advantage, applying pressure to all the teams here.
Misfire was way far back there, trying to hold it in alone and being separated by the Junior Talents. Another two Nga and Tricks a bit far off. But anyhow, we're gonna see back the Victims team. They are trying to revive Vil, helping Banyu there. But they're gonna be alright. While Illuminate getting the higher ground advantage again, like you said before. Yep, they really like to play one person to low ground when another 2 will be in the higher ground.
Okay, this is interesting coming from EVOs. They are actually using a low ground advantage where they actually stick themselves into a wall and use that wall as a cover there.
But this is a risky move if they're tossing a grenade there, while Trix kind of open up his position. Oh, being shot straight in the head in the line of vision there.
Oh no, this is going to be open things up for Victim here. However, he gets finished off instead here. Illuminate going to be challenging, trying to snipe Junior Talent away here from Victim. But looks like Victim, as soon as they heard the gunshots from Illuminate, they are going to be backing off or readjusting themselves to get proper cover here.
Oh, Illuminate getting the best place ever. They can be a little bit comfortable than the others, but it's kind of in an open field if you ask me, right on top of the hill there. But seems like they're waiting for all the other teams to come out right from the edges of the other sides of the circle. We can see how Jacket is kind of struggling and being pressured. Is actually Illuminate versus a pure skill right there, and it's a 3-way war zone. Multiple angle shots open up a lot of field of vision. Anybody can see everybody here.
And of course here, Illuminate, Martin pushing very aggressively here, but looks like this Maltoy is going to be playing from the top side here, using the cover of the ghillie suit here, expecting it to be a tree here, applying pressure to the Purple Moon. But look at this, PS, they are going to get challenged here. PS going to go for it. A nice little snipe there from Martin, and they will wipe the floor with him. And now, from the side of PS, do they want to challenge it here? They want to try and save the teammates here, but the pressure is coming. Look at this. Bigatron is here. EVOS is there. Purple Moon is fighting each other as well. Surprisingly.
PureSkills was right in front of Matsoy,
Oh no, in
but
front?
he doesn't see him. I don't know who he's aiming right now. There's so many people in one simple small circle right at Mount Kresnik. This is the war happening.
Very, very
Look
ballsy
at
play.
NRG. Nif is crawling over Illuminate right beside them. I don't know, is he surrendering himself right in front of Illuminate's
Oh no,
team?
Illuminate, they're challenging everyone. Nice play here from Maotai, using the one-way smoke on top of the building here to give them the slight advantage point here. This is interesting coming from the one-way smoke usually used on another game here, but nice spray from Bigatron, looking for a couple nice kills here. They are pretty much spread out, but the circle favoring towards Illuminate here, and also PureSkill.
PureSkill is fighting with the smoke against the Illuminate. While we have Bigatron coming with one single person. Wow, the whole team is still there. And now EVOS is coming right behind them. We can see how everybody just migrate. The transition begins where the small is getting really, really small. Now the circle is excruciating for everybody to stay in the blue. They really need to move for both all the teams at the edges.
However, from the corner side here, Indonesian squads are fighting against each other. Wow, and also EVOS is going to be fighting against each other very soon. Bigatron there, they've lost 2 guys, but managed to pick up 1 for themselves. Natik is pretty low at the moment. However, do they want to continue to apply pressure? But Illuminate is afraid to push into PureSkill right now.
Oh, I do see VIPs at the far back there, but anyhow, PureSkill is actually being cramped up in the middle of the circle.
They're still alive.
Yep,
they're lurking their way through, keeping it quiet here while the other teams fighting each other. Are they going to go for it? But Bigatron will be challenging against it. Wow, going for a nice sprays here with the G.
Oh,
nice
look at that. Martin trying to get the aims right. There goes the pixels. Trying to get Yakuza. He saw the VIP team who come creeping along the way. Oh, all of them crawling for wow. One more person to save them. GR kind of waiting for the right moment to help his team. But they are kind of being pinned down by Zoxy, not letting them off.
Oh, Zoxy applying the pressure. Wow, they seem to be pinned here. There's no way they're going to be able to pick this up. However, Illuminate, they're challenging people left, right, front, and center. They're dead center in the middle right now. They try to get as many kills as possible, but PureSkill will back off instead. Looks like they have shat the compound for a while.
They've kind of been sandwiched for PureSkills. There's only 2 people in the middle. While WoW was kind of away, one GRX is kind of away from the team. While the other 3 teammates kind of have to heal up for now. While Ben V is I think the farthest away from the circle.
But that's the thing, VIP, they are trying to push into the circle. Illuminate is going to be stopping them in track here. However, Ben V is going to be all by himself. Like you said here, what are they going to do? PureSkills are not challenging here. They want to get those placements. They'll pick them, manage to call it away. However, Bigatron spraying onto WoW, getting the shot left, right, front, and center non-stop. That's not going to be enough cover here as Zoxy gets a nice little tag and finish off what the guys here from WoW.
Yeah, that's what's left, but still 2 more persons still surviving for WoW House. However, I like how Zoxy using the vehicle as a cover and shield.
Good dart, good dart, good dart. The aggression is real here. He's going to apply the pressure. He's going to pick up his friend here. The circle is going to be closing in 45 seconds. They managed to keep up the aggression, playing the corner circles here. But Illuminate, they've lost a couple of guys here. Looks like it's going to be 3 guys alive. Illuminate.
And surprisingly, right now, the best position they have is for EVOS. While Illuminate have to move because they're still kind of out of the safe zone. While we have, I think, Team 12 is kind of struggling there as well. Victim Esport need to come into the safe zone as soon as possible. The circle is getting smaller. Waltz is being down. While we have Martin still pinning down Waltz. Waltz having hard time to survive around the Molotov area. He had to go away now. While WoW being pressured by Martin. Martin is super aggressive. He's going berserk there.
He's got 7 kills now. He's going to try and finish off some of the guys here. However, Illuminate, they're not showing any signs of retreat here. PureSkill, alas, is the only one left alive, and he's in currently the best position in this circle because everybody's got to fight to get into this compound here, and nobody is going to be able to challenge that. Illuminate having the high ground advantage, but how is Bigatron and EVOS going to push this here?
Alas is trying to not to move any muscle at all. While GRX is the same position as he is. Well, I think EVOS is doing great in this game, getting the good, comfortable zone. Yet Martin is still hungry for thirst of kills. He's going crazy.
They're
Nobody.
going for more.
He's wild.
Speaking of wow, here Illuminate. Look at this. They're not even bothered. They're just going head to head here. Evo's just waiting this out. They're still getting pinned from Bigatron here, but the circle is pushing in. They need to make a decision here. Bigatron going for a couple sprays, but Jaxi will get taken down from the side of EVOS. And they've gotten 2 knocks here. Are they going to be able to pick them up? That's going to be the question here because Bigatron is...
I like how Martin didn't realize Alas is just next to him, but I think Martin knows.
He's so quiet.
Martin knows while BTR is still exposing themselves fighting against EVOS. But they didn't realize this is a multiple angle war
That's
zone.
the thing, Alice doesn't know. Martin is going to go for it.
JRX!
He needs to be careful. JRX gets shot immediately. Alice goes for the trade here. He's going to go for straight up, but Martin will be victorious in this. How is he doing it? Martin, 9 kills for himself.
Holy smoke, that guy is really doing a lot of damage. He's a real fragger in this. While Martin healing himself out, still can go for kills with Arm Joan, even though there's just two-person team. Oh, what happened just now? Maybe he just kind of want to toss the smoke.
6 times scope spray with the M4 Illuminate, taking that high ground advantage. Armjo and Martin just going bananas right now. EVOS and Bigatron, what are they gonna do?
It's gonna be a massacre. Look how small the circle is. It's gonna be like the last
but
game
that's
of
the thing.
yesterday.
4 more seconds, the circle is closing. You can see EVOS already setting things up with the
let's
smokes
go.
here. What are they gonna do? Martin gonna be boosting up. Armjo going for the quick taps here with the Mini 14 here, but he needs to push up a little bit forward here. But he's gonna get exposed. Look at the trades here. Jughead gets one towards Bigatron. What are they gonna do? Oh no, tanking the circle. This is gonna hurt. One tap is gonna finish him off. Martin from the side here. However, EVOS has rotated in and scouted him out. And now he's all by himself here from the side. Illuminate Bigatron. Oh, who's gonna take this?
EVOS won it just now. Nice game by EVOS. They got exactly the point of the last circle needed them to be. And kind of eliminates everybody with the help of the blue zone.
Wow, EVOS winning just because they have the numbers advantage here, but a really great strength here coming from the Indonesian squad. And I don't know, man, this is
very to say rankings ready, so we're gonna have to see the rankings, guys.
Speaking of rankings here, looks like CCD and BAT, will be on the last spot here from the Vietnamese. Apparently, is it Vietnam? That's Vietnam, right?
Yep.
Okay, and of course, Gang on 14 slot, which is a little bit unfortunate considering that they had a really nice position. Just that Illuminate would have had the higher position there. They got a really nice pickoffs here, but still it wasn't enough. Golden Hair on 13, Secret on number 12, Onyx on 11, Junior Talent crawling their way into number 10 here, and RG on number 9.
Yeah, it's kind of different from the 2 days previously, but we have on the first one right now, the ranking first, EVOS getting it, but Illuminate kind of have to obey to second, while third place is BTR 4 with WoW, and the Pure Skill team having on the 5th ranking. Victim 6, 7, and 8, VIP squad as well as Purple.
That is insane here coming from Illuminate. They were on the 3rd place here, and because of that 19 kills, they've racked themselves almost going tied with EVOS. However, let's talk a little bit more on towards the highlights of the game as well. A little bit transition of the game. What are you talking us through this?
Oh, I like how they kind of look how they control the guns though. I like how Drax get multiple kills at this point, straight in his line of sight as well. Got double kill straight away, while Wrong always at the wrong position again. And anyhow, this is where Geek kind of being pinned down so bad. They were sitting ducks back then. And how Junior Talent tried to go aggressive, but it's kind of killed them at this point.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one.
A little bit unfortunate though. A little bit unfortunate for Secret as well, Junior Talent, as they go head to head. However, Illuminate, this is the part here for that match with the recap. They were just dominating the way through. Illuminate was just taking everyone out, but Bigatron and EVOS playing the patient game, baited them out and just take the game. Look at this, Martin just going bananas there.
Yeah, I think we have to go and head back to our host very soon. Give it